guys, and welcome back to the garage. I missed y'all. Y'all miss me? Perfect. So today what I want to go talk about is something that I've been having an issue for a while. I just didn't really have the time to look into it, and now I got time because it's starting to mess up more. And what I'm trying to get at, let me move this stuff while I talk to y'all. What I'm trying to get at is a while ago, noticed that my driver, ooh, tight squeeze. My driver, not gonna work. My driver side wheel. Man, do I not have space anywhere? Jeez, let's pick this up. Driver side wheel has been shaking, and it wasn't that bad. I thought it was a bearing. I still kind of think it's a bearing, but you can feel it in the steering wheel. And there's times when I'm hitting 80 and it's a little wobbly, but it's not as bad, and it comes and goes, so I never really understood why. But now whenever I'm driving, like let's say this is the wheel, I'm driving and it's straight, I kind of feel a little bit of like a grinding motion. But as soon as I do this, the slightest turn, I feel it all in my steering wheel. But when I go this way, it's fine. So I'm just like, something's up with this. I gotta figure it out. I was talking to my buddy. He said it might be the wheel bearing, but I told him, I was like, I thought the wheel bearing will start making like humming noise when it goes bad. And he's like, well, it depends how bad is it. Yeah, it'll typically indicate like a humming noise when it's going out. But if it's completely just gone, then it wouldn't make any noise. And if it's only whenever I go to the left side, it might be that issue. But he said, jack it up, get it from the 12 to 6, I believe, and just shake it, see if there's any play. If not, it might be something else, maybe like a ball joint, something like that is giving out. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and get this stuff out. Sorry I haven't posted anything in a while. Just first time dad, trying to do all this baby stuff. Haven't really had the time to come out in here and do anything. I'm still trying to adjust to the new life, which I like. So I love it, wouldn't trade it for anything else. But you should check me out on TikTok or Instagram. That's where I post most of my shorts, stuff like that. So if you want to stay up to date with whatever I'm doing, I've been doing that, branching out into that type of stuff. The quickest thing I can do, uploading, is what I'm doing. This takes quite a while, like probably a day or two of editing, of like non-stop sitting at the computer, finding different type of stuff to make you laugh. So it's tedious, especially when you have a baby that's crying and trying to do one thing with one hand, and then, you know, holding in the baby, and then trying to find a funny meme, and then she's crying, and you're just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna put this off on the side. But things are looking better now. She's sleeping, so yeah, let's go ahead and get this on. Hold on. There you are. I need one of those little things where it actually locks into there. Oops. That seems right. I'll go a little bit this way. All right. I'm also going to put I'll put that on. I'll go ahead and put the emergency brake just in case. go ahead and open up the hood so I don't crack it. And that's somewhat open. Go ahead and open the other door. That's the only tricky thing about fiberglass is you gotta be careful. Now that that's off, move these to the side. Let's go ahead and jack this a little bit back up. Bingo. Take this guy off. Let's move you to the side for a little bit. Weights are still there, so it's not a balancing issue. I don't think. I could be wrong. Could be wrong about a lot of stuff. Let's see. This looks down. I don't know why that looks like that. Not really too sure what to be looking at. What's all this shit for? I guess I could take this guy off and check out the bearing. I really don't see a whole lot. I mean, that still looks okay. Maybe it's this guy? Alright, I need to phone a friend. I'll give you a holler back here in a second. Alright guys, and we are back. Went ahead and did some more testing. Checked that side. Didn't really find anything that was noticeable. I even spun it, see if I could hear it. Nothing. Up and down, no issues. So went ahead and did this side just for shits and giggles. Sure enough, when it spins, it's grinding a little bit. The up and down motion, I get a little bit of play, about 1 centimeter. So wheel bearing for the front side of a Corvette at O'Reilly's, luckily there's one like 5 minutes away, is $66. I'll put the link in the description below if you need one. It's a Master Pro hub assembly. There's no spines on that one. It's in the back. This one's just spineless or whatever. So you can deal with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this off. I'll probably do a little time lapse. I'm also gonna have a buddy come over just to hang out. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that. I'm gonna go ahead, take off the lug nuts. If you don't know this by now, if you're new, you should always take off or release the tension on the lug nuts while the wheel is sitting down, while all the weight. Because if you do that with the jacked up, unless you have an impact, it's up to you if you want to use impact. When you're gonna start turning it with the sty rod, it's gonna spin. It's gonna spin when you turn it. So that's why you need it being sit on the ground to break all that tension. Then you jack it up and you can start taking off your lug nuts. Just a little fun fact, if you don't know that already. Most of y'all that are already watching it already know how to change a tire. For the rest of you, nothing wrong about it. It's, you know, it's always good to learn something new. And that's like one of the easiest things to learn, so. All right, now that we got these out of the way, put that here. Go ahead and take this guy off. Put this on the side for now. I should have showed y'all. But yeah, it's real rough. And so when I first got the car, I had replaced the passenger rear and the driver front because I had a wheel bearing issue. It was humming really bad and it was shaky. And I should have went ahead and replaced this one and that guy. Why I did in that order, I have no idea. But here we are now. So I went ahead and turned the wheel a little bit this way, that way. You can work and get those screws out better. I'll go ahead and get a ratchet set. Cameras. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that guy. Now that we have more of a clearance, I'm gonna go ahead and get this guy. And get, do I need one? Probably. Get one of these. That looks like about 7. Oh, nope, way bigger. Idiot. Oh, even bigger. That was about a 20 or something. That's not it either. Alright, I failed. I need to get a bigger one. Alright, give me a second. Oh. A little loose. Just right. 13/16. Get a little extension on that. Get some of that extension action. Ew. Oh, I forgot these were tight. Really hope I'm not loosening it or tightening it. Damn, I was. What a dweeb. Really hope y'all can see that. That one could be taken out by hand. Well, there she is. got a little bit of Loctite. I'm gonna have to clear that off, put some new one on. Make sure you buy Loctite when you're doing this too. It's real cheap. You can get it at any of your typical parts store. Oh, it's kind of easy. That's a little scary. What the? Alright. Well, that wasn't on all the way. And there's the other one. Put that guy there. We're gonna take off these brake calipers. Nice and slow like. Beautiful. And you are blinding me, sir. Set that down. Gonna go ahead and take off these rotors. They should just slide right out. Sheesh. Alright. I don't want to scratch this. I'm just gonna go ahead and get a rag and put that on nice and safely. That looks pretty old. Hear that grinding. She's ready to go. So, all right, guys. So, like I said, this is off. Listen to the sound of this bearing. You can tell. Not really a good bearing anymore. This should be quiet and smooth. So it's time to be replaced. So let's go ahead and start taking that guy off. Went ahead and got one of these because of course I didn't have the right size. So we're gonna have to do it this way. Beautiful. And then we're gonna go ahead and do this guy, hold that in place, and then twist. But yeah, I can show you what it would look like if you do it like that. Oh, actually, it's not even turning. Oh. I totally lied to you. Shouldn't do that. I mean, it should turn all together, unless it's at the very beginning where you can't do it. So, I'm still right, you're wrong. And a smaller one. Well, then again, if that's the case, I'm going to do this. And I got the wrong size. What a fucking idiot. Why are you not locking into place? Oh, because you're not even one of those type of freaking things. Oh, of course. Stay right there. But you have it. So that make any sense. So what, now you're not the right size or what? What's up? What? Oh, yeah, what an idiot. Yeah, I meant fucking... Yeah, this was for something else. What a fucking idiot. Where did I put you? I thought I had the right size somewhere around here. Ah, it's right there. There she goes. Alright, so since you're doing that, we're just going to go ahead and take you off with a ratchet. There you go, there's one. There's that little stud that goes in place. You just basically pop that off. I wonder if it's the same for the other ones. I know this is a different size. This is smaller for sure. This is about, is it the same? There's no way it's the same. Is it the same, really? Oh, it is the same. What do you know? If I got any clearance, we can do it. We're just gonna have to see now, aren't we? Nope. Gonna need something smaller. I'm just gonna have to go work it with this guy. What the heck? There you go. I'm gonna do it from this side. Make sure it's not spinning the screw. It sure is not. What are you looking at? Would you look at that? Let's look at it. Yeah, it's not spinning the screw. That's weird. Now, one thing to remember that I just remembered, this guy's gonna drop. So you're gonna need something to support this guy. So, which is why, hey, what are you doing over here, little guy? Which is why I'm about to go get another jack, just in case. So, let me go grab that real quick before this freaking plops on me. Where you at? There you are. Old jack. My grandma's. I'm recording on my iPhone. My GoPro died. So you have a couple options. Forgot that the video that I saw about replacing these, the guy was hitting this guy instead of this guy. So you could either do a hammer, whatever you want, hit this guy, should be all right, and lock it into place. Make sure you have one of these so that way it doesn't drop, because you can have all this weight. Or you can go to any auto parts store. You can buy one of these. It's a bearing remover. Basically all you do is just slide it onto here, onto there, and then you basically screw up this guy, which causes force, compresses it, and then it pops it right off. So up to you. It's a couple bucks. It's not cheap, but it gets the job done. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish removing this. If I can try to get a video of it, I will, but no promises. All right, so we basically got everything off except for this last one on the bottom. For this guy, I was able to just hammer it off. Once I got this guy off, it was a whole lot easier to remove the tension that was built up on here. So you can just use a regular hammer. It'll just pop right out. Don't worry about it, you're not gonna break it. And for this guy, if I'm not mistaken, I think you use a jack to pop it up, but it should be pretty easy. So let me go ahead and try that real quick. All right, so I got it off. Like I said, there was 3 screws on the back of it. These Torx, I'm gonna need my impact for that because these guys are gonna be pretty tight. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And then this guy will unclip off of here, just like so, from this guy. Clips off, and then this bearing will go straight out. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. By the way, these 3 screws are what are holding your bearing to the hub assembly, to your suspension. So just FYI, fun fact. And I forgot I have bought one. Make sure, just buy one, keep it. It's a T55 socket. So you're just gonna put that on your impact, whatever, then have fun with it. So we'll go do that real quick. All right guys, so we got the new one on. Here is the new bearing. You can hear, super quiet. No grinding or resistance on this guy. Also super shiny. So when you put it on, make sure you do your top one first, line that up, and then line it up with the bottom one. This one's a 21, and then this is a 18 for your nuts, different sizes. This one is also at 18 on this guy. So go ahead and just start tightening up your top one first, then work it to the bottom, and then work to this guy. But let me go ahead and do that, and then I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, so now we got the upper, lower, and your side on. Everything's screwed in. Make sure you clip back in your wheel bearing sensor. Go ahead and clip back in this guy for your sensor for your wheel bearings. Go ahead and click that guy back in for ABS, whatever it's called. Click in, good to go. Shouldn't be any other holders in place. Oh yes, there is. I lied. So right here, go ahead and slide that guy on. Beautiful. All right, so now she's slid back on. Next step will be to put on your rotor. Look at that. Wow. A little clicking back there with this screw. Barely makes any contact. So over time, they'll just get chipped away. But that's about it. This guy's still good. Click back in. That's tight. This guy's tight. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rotor back on, put back on the caliper, and should be good to go after that. Then I'll do a drive test. This will need to get realigned since you're taking off, you know, your suspension part. And I'm also probably gonna get a rotation. So just don't think after you replace your wheel bearing that you're good to go to drive. No, make sure you get in alignment after or soon, because if not, you're gonna do a lot of wear and tear on either one side of your tire or somewhere else. So, but yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, let you know how it goes, and yeah, stay tuned. All right, guys, brakes are back on. Like I said, when we were taking it off, make sure you put these two guys back. It is a 13/16. I'll go ahead and tighten that up. If you had old Loctite, scrape that off the screw, put some new one on. Same as this guy as well. Make sure they're nice and tight. That holds your caliper to your rotor or to your hub assembly. So that should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the wheel, and we should be good to go. All right, guys, wheel is now back on. Just like how it's telling you on the other side how to take off the wheel, if you don't know, or put it back on. Do it up in the air, get them finger tight first, then drop the weight so that way your wheel isn't spinning. Then go ahead and do top, down, and etc. Star pattern, stop, down, across, across, across. So do that. There's also a torque rating on here. You can look that up online. If you have a torque wrench, if not, just ugga-dugga it, you'll be fine. And then also I'm gonna go ahead and start closing up the hood and stuff. Reason why I did that, if you weren't paying attention in the beginning, that's because fiberglass can easily crack. So they recommend you do, if you have the convertible part, target top, go ahead and undo that, open your doors, and then go ahead and open the hood to prevent any cracking. So I'm gonna go ahead and test it, see how it does, and I'll let you know. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, and that was basically it. I'm already coming back into the garage. Don't feel that issue anymore with my car or with my right side. My car was dead because I didn't turn it on in about 3 days. I haven't been driving it in a while because of the baby. You know, this Corvette doesn't have rear seats. So my battery's been dying here recently, so I'm gonna have to start turning this on every day. But other than that, I'm gonna go ahead and get this car parked, and then I'll start talking to y'all. Give me 1 second. Get out of here. All right, guys, but other than that, that was the issue. Like I was saying in the previous video, when I was driving, my wheel could be perfectly straight. As soon as like I would feel the slightest like grinding in my wheel, And as soon as I went this way, like I barely am moving it, just a tiny bit, and I would instantly feel the grinding. It's not even a vibration, it's a grinding. And when I would move it more, I felt it, and then when I moved it this way, it went away. So I initially thought it was this side, so I took it off during that video. Didn't feel anything, but he told me to check the other side just for shits and giggles. Sure enough, when I was showing you it, it was grinding really bad. Swapped it out. Just took it for a test drive, got up to about 60. Usually whenever I'm exiting out of my neighborhood, I'm going about 34, and I would instantly feel it right here. But going 60 was fine. Jerking it back and forth, everything was fine. Wheel didn't fall off, thank God. But yeah, guys, that's about it. If you like more of this type of content, if you want me to go more of a deep dive into the stuff that I was doing, let me know. Sorry my GoPro had died. Also trying to deal with my baby as well. Trying to work on this was like a whole 2-3 day process of just doing this one bearing. But I still like doing these videos. Don't forget to check me out on TikTok. It's the same thing as the channel, The Vet Garage. Also Instagram, The Vet Garage. But please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, hit that notification bell, and also please don't forget to subscribe. It helps out a lot. But yeah, guys, thank you again for tuning in, keeping up with me and my daily shenanigans. But that's all I got for right now. The next thing that I'm going to do is my spark plugs, and hopefully I can get this car tuned up. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching, guys. Love you. Bye.